So we've set up a little bit of a glamour shoot. I don't really shoot glamour photography, but kind of I used to love the old days where Linda Lusardi and Sam Fox and all the old, oh sorry, not old Linda, in the old days where the glamour models were just amazing, and they literally was like, everybody praised them before we turned woke, and everybody going, oh, we need to stop it all. So we're not shooting topless or anything, we're not shooting anything rude, we're shooting against a pink background, we've got some white lingerie underwear, and I'll just explain to you what lighting I've used for this. So we've got this main light set up above, and we're shooting that. It's a kind of low f-stop for me. I'm shooting at f8, and then I've got this one down at f5.6. So we've got f8, f5.6. I always like to do that. It's the thing where it's kind of my thing. f8, f5.6. So it's a stop lower. And then what we've got is, we've got these two lights, and the reason I'm using this at f8 is, I've got these two lights as f11. So these are shining on the background to just give us a little bit of a glow. It's f11. And then what I've got is, right at the top there, I've got a light barn doors, and that's at f16. So let me run through that again, and I can do the thing that I really love doing. So we've got f8, f5.6. These are f11, and this one is at 16. So we've set the camera for this light. This is our main light. This is slightly underexposed because we just want to use it to fill in any dark pieces so that the skin looks clean. This is set one brighter than the main light to make the background glow. And then this one is set one higher than all of them, so as it puts a nice highlight onto Ashleigh's hair. So very, very simple. It looks complicated. We've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got 5 lights. It sounds more complicated than it really is. We'll run through it one more time so that we get it easy. So we've got this main light, the key light, f8. We've got this light, one stop lower. You see the way I do that? At f5.6. This one is one stop brighter. These two are one stop brighter at f11 because we want to light the background up a little bit. And this one is a stop brighter again at f16. Very simple, and I'll show you now what effect we get. So let's just take a little test. Okay, that's lovely. If you can work with your back towards that light there, that will be perfect. So let me just show you what we get. We've got no highlights that are looking sort of overdone except for the dress at the back. If we knock that down a stop, I think we'll lose. Let's try it. We can even try and knock it down one more. Okay, so we're still going to get the highlights in the back, and as you see there, the skin starts to look dirty. So I'm opening that back up because we haven't gained anything by knocking it down. Because the backlight is still light. What we can do is probably turn that one down a little bit. So we'll do that. It'll take us a couple of seconds to do that. So what we'll do is we'll actually not alter. When I say knock it down a little bit, we're not going to alter the light. We're not going to alter the intensity of the light. We're going to feather the light like this by loosening it off, bringing it higher, dropping that slightly, and then pumping it back up. So let's have another little look at that. Do another test. We want to kind of not burn out the bottom of the lingerie. Okay, so as you can see there, we've still got the highlights on the back of Ashleigh's hair. It's not overexposing on the It's not overexposing on the... But what we have lost is we've lost the background glow. So to compensate, if you remember, we said we was doing that. So we're on F9, so it's a step higher. So we're going to knock this one up a step. That's onto 1/4 of the power. We'll alter that one onto 1/4 of the power and see what we get then. And straight away we've got that nice glow, slightly overexposed. We'll knock it slightly down and do another shot. Okay, and we're just catching very, very slightly on Ashleigh's top and her elbow, but she got her elbow up in the air there, so we'll try that. Oh, that's absolutely perfect. We've got it just slightly, and that's easy to cure. We haven't got to be too, you don't need to be too technical about things. This is a really simple way of curing that. Just move the light back a little bit. Just move the light back just a little bit, that's all. So in exactly the same scenario that we were before, we're getting the lights right before we start to shoot anything too deep. And that is, do you know what, I actually want that little bit of a highlight on a shoulder there. So that's, for me, that's perfect. I'm going to give that a little bit of a twist that way. I'm going to give this a little bit of a twist. Make sure we've got the lights right. I want it not to be two, I want it to be just one under that 1/4 of power. Do one more test. One more test. How many photographers say that to you, Ashleigh? Okay, that is exactly how I want it. What I want is I want the background to be slightly glowy. I want the dress, I want the opacity of the dress to be shining through. I want your face and your skin to look really clear. Could you just take half a step forward for me? That's beautiful. Okay, that's absolutely perfect. I'm really pleased with that. So, just a quick reminder, whatever your main light is, that's what you need to set your flash for. So, if this was set at F11, which it's set at 10, but we'll say 11, this one needs to be a stop lower. These two need to be one stop higher, and that one needs to be one stop higher than all of them. So, F11, F8, F16, F22. You can see with that light now, it's actually pointing nowhere near Ashleigh. It's actually pointing nowhere. But when you shoot, it picks up a really, really nice ring on the back of Ashleigh's hair and across the top. We've feathered the light by doing that. So, okay, we'll move Ashleigh slightly to that left a little bit, and then we'll just start shooting. Have you noticed I'm shooting on a tripod? It's a really kind of awkward thing to get used to using on a tripod. The main reason that I started using tripods was that after breaking about 3 5Ds and 4 lenses, I think you've been there when I've dropped lenses before, haven't you? You tend to put them on a tripod. It can feel a bit restrictive sometimes, and I do take it off the tripod quite often and use it without a tripod, but I'd highly recommend using a tripod just so you can get things square and you can keep moving back. This stays in the same place and things don't move, whereas when you're picking it up and putting it down, picking it up and putting it down. So I use a tripod. It's a Manfrotto, what model is it? It's an 055 CLB. I've no idea how much it costs. I bought it from WEX about 25 years ago. Right, let's get some pictures in the bag. That's beautiful, Ashleigh. Everyone with Ashleigh is an absolute winner. It's impossible to take a bad picture of Ashleigh Rae. She's going to prove me wrong now, isn't she? That's beautiful, Ashleigh. That is gorgeous. Ashleigh, can we do it so that your whole, that's it. And bring your face around to me just a little bit more. That's gorgeous, Ashleigh. That's beautiful. I love it. Perfect. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just see if we can get something a little bit different. Let's move off the tripod and just see how we go. This is scary territory for me now because I don't normally do this way. So, that's beautiful, Ashleigh. I'm cropping in a little bit closer. Can you just bring your left arm up a little bit? That's beautiful, Ashleigh. That's gorgeous. Bring your face around to me a little bit. That's beautiful. I love it. Love it. Can you video as I'm shooting, video Ashleigh?
Yeah.
So that it's kind of be more so, almost looking over my shoulder.
Yeah.
You're pimping me out for your...
I'm pumping you out. Can you get her ass in?
Yeah, I think that's in here.
That's beautiful. That's lovely, Ashleigh. Gorgeous. I love it. Beautiful. Love it. So I hope you've enjoyed. What we've shot today. I'd like to thank Ashleigh and Christina for doing the videos and Ashleigh for modelling for me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learnt a little bit. If there's any questions, pop them down below. I'll try my best to answer. Thank you very much for following me.